What video game would you wish to play again for the first time? Mayfair 1. Morrowind. That was more captivating than anything I had played before. It would be amazing if we could have an updated version. Fable. Half-Life back in the early 2000s. Metal Gear Solid. Unreal Tournament. Back when I played PC games and life was simpler. Dragon Age Origins. I have so many fond memories of playing that in high school. Original Pokémon Red/Blue. I'm sad that I'll never be able to experience the sheer joy I felt 20 plus years ago. Portal, followed by Portal 2. Diablo 1 and 2, especially the first one. I remember it being terrifying as a kid. I would wait for daylight to go to the catacombs and caves. The game was also pretty unforgiving. Dying would make all your items drop on the ground. Semicolon. The second was just pure magic. It seems so simple now as an adult, but this was also before Outer Bantwitch. You had to just figure the game out yourself. There was no meter to follow. If you trained your character and found out you put points in the wrong spells, you had to just remake them. Mana potions were not bought, so playing Melee of Magic had its pros and cons. The trading system was essentially old school bartering. You just traded item for item. No one knew what was good, so they just collected everything. Subnautica. I made the mistake of checking the wiki my first time around. That or Zelda BOTW. Super Mario 64. For kids in the late 80s early 90s we only had 2D games, and when Super Mario 64 came out it was magical. Mario's controls were so precise and accurate, and it looked so ahead of its time. Ocarina of Time. N64. The Star Wars Cotter games. I've played them both way too many times. Edit. Didn't expect to get awards for this. Thanks y'all. Elder Scrolls 4th, Oblivion. Went to my uncle's house for Christmas break. He had built his own PC, and for 2 solid weeks I played the game for at least 16 hours a day. Had to go back home though, and I never played it again. I've always had it in my mind to build my own PC, never have before, and playing it over again. Maybe with some mods to update the graphics. But the quest lines, side missions, items, magic, etc. just blew me away like nothing else had. Edit. Holy shit. I didn't expect this to blow up the way it did. I've been talking about this game for 10 years and nobody I've came across has played it before. Seeing this game get this kind of love warms my heart. Chrono Trigger for sure. Edit. My favorite scene from the game. BioShock. I'm going way old. The original Myst. Edited to add. Thanks for the awards. My first ones. Halo. Final Fantasy X. Fallout 3. It was so revolutionary to me when it came out. I spent hours upon hours just combing through bombed out buildings. Now it seems pretty basic, but at the time it was so immersive that I almost quit my job just to keep playing. Edit. Wow. Thanks for all the awards. 2018 God of War. I hadn't played a game in a year or two, and I was just mesmerized by every aspect of it. I don't think I stopped smiling the whole time playing it, and never had a similar experience like that before. Edit. Thanks for the awards. Nice to hear so many had similar experiences with it like I did. The first Ratchet and Clank. Majora's Mask. I was too young to appreciate it the first time. RuneScape before bots took over. Outer Wilds. Once you play it, you can't truly play it again. Mass Effect 2. Fallout New Vegas. After Lime 20 playthroughs, I tend to skip a fuck ton of quests cause I know where everything is. Granted it's obvious that you need to go to Vegas, but I used to follow the plot and dialogue closely. I used to experiment. Now I avoid going off-road till level 14 and jet straight into Vegas to kill Benny. Hollow Knight. Stumbling into Green Path for the first time was DE. Original FF7. NFS Most Wanted. The Legend of Zelda. Twilight Princess. It's my favorite game of all time and the puzzles really stumped me as a kid, so to play it again for the first time now would be a fascinating experience. Dark Souls Trilogy. Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. Age of Empires 2nd. Goldeny multiplayer with my 2 cousins and my brother. We sat down, the 4 of us, not eclectic anything great, and spent the next entire weekend playing, laughing, and having an amazing time. In a rare showing of the stars aligning, my mom didn't even break our chops cause we weren't fighting or making a mess. I would love to play that again for the first time again. The Witcher 3. Still one of my all-time favorite games. Celeste, after learning the tech and getting good at the game, the feeling over overcoming obstacles after many deaths has left for me. Now I tend to just get frustrated by dying more than a few times on any given room. Baldur's Gate. Red Dead Redemption 2. Edit. Thanks for the awards, I've never got any before.